everybody. Welcome back. It's episode 73 of the Common Woman Podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's good to be back. Good to see you, girl. I missed you.
Last weekend we didn't have a podcast because I caught a flat tire on the Throgsneck Bridge. And I don't I would never understand the rules of the Throgsneck Bridge. Now, you can't just have a regular tow truck come to help you. It has to be the NYPD on the bridge.
That's weird.
Now, I find it real funny the NYPD likes to fucking drive around and harass motherfuckers to give tickets, but y'all don't want to come to someone's aid on a fucking bridge.
No.
They take their time.
Yo,
yeah,
like...
Yeah, they do.
I know y'all ain't that. I know y'all wasn't that busy. I know y'all wasn't.
They
Y'all was probably out here
nothing.
harassing people for no fucking
Just
reason.
chilling.
So I'm on this bridge for 2 hours.
Damn.
Okay. Now I was scared to start fucking with the tire because I have a key lock for the, I guess for the tire. So I don't know. I didn't know. Does that go first? Does that go last? Does it go on one? Does it go on all? I don't know what the fuck. So finally, after 2 hours, some random man in a tow truck pulled over and felt my SOS energy and helped me. And thank God that I didn't attempt this tire by myself because the tire was stuck. Like he ended up having to get like this stick and was like really fucking with it for a couple minutes straight before it came off. Could you picture me I probably would have flew back into fucking traffic with this tire.
You would have snapped one nail and it would be over.
Yes.
You'd be like, oh no.
Yeah.
I worked too hard on these nails.
Okay. So then about 10 minutes after I left, I get a fucking phone call.
Wow. Talking about you still.
Hey, I'm calling from the whatever precinct. I was like, well, I don't need you anymore. I was pissed.
Yeah.
Somebody help me. Oh, you're not there. Okay. Oh.
They didn't even leave yet.
I was pissed. But everything was by the grace of God, because I'm going to tell you this. That spare was super low. Like, I really got home by grace.
Oh, my God.
Yes. And the next day, before I could even really go try to deal with the tire, I had to get air in my spare tire because the shit looked flat itself.
Wow.
Your spare and your real tire.
So it was just a bad fucking night. I was pissed.
I felt so bad for you because when you told me that you was on the bridge or you had a flat, I looked you up because we follow each other on Find My Friends. So I looked on the map and I saw you on the bridge and I was like, no. Please tell me it didn't happen on the bridge. Please tell me it's delayed. And she's like, you know, is off the...
Luckily, it happened where it splits to the Clearview and the Cross Island. So at least when a highway splits, that's where the biggest...
the space and all that.
Yeah. The biggest spaces to fit your car and to not be,
So you know
but
what?
These trucks were driving so fast that my car would shake. I was like,
God.
oh, shit.
You feel like the car's going to get pulled in, right?
I'm
so scared. Like, please don't let there be, like, a psychotic drunk person that rammed. Like, I was really going. And then my anxiety was on 10. So then when you get anxious, you know you got to go to the bathroom. So I was dying. I was dying multiple deaths
it was a perfect
on this fucking
storm.
bridge.
Oh, my God.
And then the shit is you're, like, that close to the exit area. And all those freaking... The people, the toll booth people, none of those fuckers come over and help.
Yeah. Well, they don't have that anymore now.
They don't have no personnel over there? Of course they do.
No, they... Well, no, they don't. They
Remember
don't.
They took out the toll booths.
There's no
Yeah,
toll
but they
booths.
don't have cops and patrolmen all on that ends.
On
either end of the bridge.
The Whitestone does. The Whitestone has a whole tow truck that sits there. Throgsneck has nothing at all. So that night, not gonna lie to you, I cried tears of singleness.
No.
Because I was like, yo, I had no man that could come to my like I really had no one to call. And I felt the way about it. And then I woke up and I was fine. But that night, that night was rough. That night was rough. I had told this guy the next, like 2 days later. He was like, "Why didn't you call me?" Boy.
But you know what? Even though it
Put your
sucked and
fake
you
cake
had
down.
to wait, God always sends somebody.
Yeah.
Like you said, that
man came, but it still hit.
was a long
It still hit
time.
that night.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, it's fucked up. Too pretty for these problems.
I'm sorry. That's right, sis. That's right. I'm sorry that happened.
But it's
man.
all right. It's fine. I replaced the tires. I'm driving. It feels brand new. Got my
Yeah,
wheel
alright.
alignment. I'm all right.
Air into the spare.
I have
Yeah,
a
make
whole
sure you put air
tire
and
in
shit.
my. There's air in my
whole-
spare, so I got a spare and I got a whole tire in my trunk.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, you got a regular tire too?
Well, I only needed one tire, but you can't buy one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You
you
gotta buy
didn't replace
two.
two
You
of
gotta
them.
get it. You gotta get two.
Yeah.
So I kept the one because it was still good condition.
Okay.
Good. Good.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Please don't let it happen again.
Yeah.
Though.
No.
We knock on this
know.
wood right here.
No, I get flat tires all the time. It's a pain.
Yeah, I gotta
It's
replace
such
the
a
four in
pain.
the truck.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be expensive.
We be
yeah.
patching all day. They see us all the time
I
at the
couldn't-
patch place.
I couldn't patch it.
Yeah,
it
that
was on
sucks.
the. I call
the
it the
sidewall.
face.
The wall.
I call
The
it the face,
sidewall.
but it's the wall. Yeah. Yeah, I call it the face.
So the inside you call the back.
What?
The inside you call the back.
That's the tire wall.
Oh, the inside is the tire wall, but the outside is the face.
Is the face.
Makes
Or
sense,
thread. Or I
makes
just say the thread.
All right.
I got it in the thread.
sense. The thread.
The thread. The tread? Is it tread?
Tread is the top part.
Well then, I've been calling it thread.
I mean, there's threads in there.
I mean, right? Right?
So technically,
Technically,
I'm trying to help
I'm
you.
not like 100% wrong.
You a good
I'm
friend,
about
babe.
I'm about like 70%
no,
wrong.
you good. You
You know
good.
what I'm saying? But
There's threads that make up the tire.
Thank
yo.
you. So all right. So
I'm
there be
saying,
holes
yo.
in the thread.
Yo.
Sis, trying to come for me with your tread. Anyway,
I was just trying to share.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
came in
I
here kinda
got you.
hard,
We
yo.
I
got you.
bet you tried it. Thank you, babe. Thank you, babe.
Whose side are you
It's
on?
on mine right
We have
now.
not established
He's
this
on
since the
mine
start
right now.
of this podcast.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Well, let me get these intros out the way. I am Courtney,
Like,
your
have
host.
later.
Oh shit, we didn't do that.
Podcast's almost over.
I'm joined by my amazing
I'm following
bestie,
around, yo. Melissa.
the thread of the show.
That was a good one,
That
babe. That
holds
was a
us
good one.
together.
I like that. That was good.
That was good.
That was good.
That
That
was
was good.
This bitch want to be clever now.
Couldn't let
Using
that
that
one go.
degree,
I'm sorry.
yo.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
I'm also joined by my amazing husband, babe,
Hey.
who's on the soundboard,
Mhm.
keeping us sounding nice and
Yo.
crisp.
Ooh.
Yo, how y'all doing this week? Like,
Ah.
I'm talking to everyone, like listeners,
You talking about the world?
like parents, especially parents. Like,
Hmm.
how are you guys
I was
doing?
like, I had a great week. Other than that shit.
I'm glad you had a great week, Mel.
Yeah.
That's good
It's
to
all
hear.
good.
That's
I'm
good.
living vicariously
Mm.
through you.
I mean, I just be in the house, but
Man, this week
but
was
I
rough.
don't have the many energy draining my life, so
Mm.
that's why. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This was the week from hell.
Is it toxic
Mhm.
toilet time?
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
full
it
blast.
is.
Toxic dollars, not me.
So, oh my God. The toddler was on a tirade this week. She was just on one, right, babe? Like,
Mhm.
every day was, I think I was texting y'all SOS all week. Like, this is what my text messages sounded like all week.
I feel bad for y'all. You and Jen go through it, and I feel really bad for you guys.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, thank God she was very good today.
Mhm.
She didn't give me any problems except for coming down. She might come down in the middle of the podcast again.
No,
I
she's,
doubt
she's
it.
Sleeping
knocked
now?
out. Yeah.
She's okay. So yeah, but she's just been like wild and not paying attention in class.
I know.
The teacher's trying to talk to her and like she's like stopping the class to like try to get Inaya to do her work. And it's not that she doesn't know it. She knows it, but when she don't feel like doing something, she ain't doing it. Like, she is the most stubborn child I've ever met. So all week we're preparing for the spelling test that she had on Friday. We get there and she just sits there and just writes the numbers down, does not write any of the words on the paper. And the thing is, since we're virtual, the teacher was like, okay, everybody leave their mics off. And during her spelling, you know, giving the words, we couldn't hear because there was a huge echo since we were off mute. So she let us go on mute, but like we can't help them because it's a test. So they in this school, and I was in a private school, so they're learning like a grade ahead. It's very intense. It's like some of the stuff that they give to them, I'm like I don't know. So and she's in kindergarten, so you know she just completely doesn't do it, and I'm like yeah, she didn't do it. The teacher's like, okay, we're gonna have to work on that. I'm like yeah. So the teacher just told me, you know, just make sure you work with her and talk to her about the test and do a practice test with her beforehand. I'm like, yeah, I did that. But, you know, I'll try harder next week to see.
It's hard on the kids.
Yeah.
It's hard on the kids.
Yeah.
It's hard to not be in what they know to be the school setting. It's hard to focus when you're home. Because when you're home, it's usually leisure time. You're not the teacher, you're a mommy. So, you know, it's different.
Yeah. I mean, she was acting up in school last year anyway. So,
shit.
Even if she was in school, it was the same thing. The same thing. She didn't want to do her work. The teachers used to tell us, like, she's not doing her work. I don't know. But she did really well today. It's, like, different every day. I had to read about, like, what children's temperament is like at this age because I was like, is this normal? Because it feels so abnormal to me. But I was reading about it and they were saying like around this age, 5 years old, they tend to be contradictory. Like they'll do something then they don't do it, or they'll, you know, obviously try to test boundaries and you know, be defiant sometimes. She's definitely on that side of the spectrum.
Yeah, she is.
The defiance. she be just like, no. And then we'll ask her like, why didn't you do it? Because I didn't want to. She's like, why are you doing this? Because I can do whatever I want. I was like, what?
She's gangster, yeah. She's gangster.
Hey, I don't believe in Pow Pow, right?
I do.
Yeah.
She might need some.
Well,
it's sounding like it.
No, we have, but it doesn't work for me. It don't work for me.
Because her Pow's like,
No, it's not. I've made her cry, but, you know. I don't think it's productive to do that.
So
because
what does
she's
the
way
book
too
say
smart.
you need to do?
keep talking to them.
Take things away.
Or that, yeah.
Not talking to them. That's not going to work. You always say talking. I'm not saying to just talk to them. We got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But you said take things away.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
the
that was
only
a good
thing we
idea.
could try now.
So we'll see.
What's her favorite
Privileges. It was her iPad, but we took that away a long time ago.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And she has like a bunch of toys that she plays with every day. This sand thing. Threw that out.
Yep.
There was a basket next to her bed
Well,
that
this
had a
shit ain't
bunch of
gonna work
toys.
if-
Threw it out. This was one day.
Oh, okay.
This is one day. So we'll see. We'll see.
Good luck, y'all.
Thank you. Good luck to the rest of the parents out there who are struggling with their kids.
Mm.
My hardest decision of the day is to drink or not to drink. I should work out. I don't feel like working out.
But on the positive side for my child, I feel bad because I feel like I'm always coming on here complaining about her, but she really is a good kid.
It's
Like,
fine to do it though.
she's a good kid.
You gotta get it off your chest.
yeah,
They're bad. They're
Yeah.
bad as hell.
Yeah, she's bad. Didn't she tell you the other day she knows she's bad?
Mm-hmm. she fesses up to it. She's like, I don't give a fuck.
She really does. She does not care. But you would be proud of her today. I was on Amazon and I was going through putting like a bunch of stuff in my cart. And I'm like, I want this. I want this. I know I don't need it. And she's sitting next to me watching and she's like, no, mommy, that's too many things. She's like, you can only get one thing and that's it.
Wow.
She
I was
heard
like,
me.
thank you, boo. Right?
She heard me.
She was channeling her inner Mel. I was like, thank you. I didn't get anything.
Wow.
Because that made me feel good. I was like, my baby's keeping me in check.
Good for you.
So, yeah, I didn't get anything.
Good. You don't need it.
That
I
wouldn't
don't.
work for me.
I don't. No, it wouldn't.
Because we both like the same stuff. She'd be like, get it, daddy. You know?
That's true. That's true. She's like, that's cool. I want one.
Give me one
She
too.
looking at mommy's glitter like, This don't look that fun.
Just get wide.
Yep.
Oh shit.
She's funny though. But today we are recording on the anniversary of my mom's death 9 years ago. So
Damn, it's been
sucks.
9 years.
9 years, yeah. But I brought that up really just to say, like, you know, if anybody's having a hard time dealing with grief, because a lot of people are losing people, especially this year with COVID and stuff. Like, you know, I'm here with you. It's hard. It's really, this year is really difficult for so many people.
Is it Mental Health Day as well?
Is it?
Is it?
I could be wrong.
It could be. I feel like it's always like mental health awareness, mental health day.
I have no idea.
It could be. To me, mental health day is every day.
Wow.
But yeah, so I'm wearing my mommy's ring to honor her. Because I used to like harass my mom all the time for her jewelry because she's cute. She used to wear lots of rings like you do, Mel.
I'll be about this life.
I
My brother,
I love it.
my brother made fun of me, and
What?
he said I'm an old bitch.
I love it. I
Like
think
the
it
old
looks
Puerto
so
Rican
pretty.
chick?
With the penny, yeah. He ain't shit, yo.
You
I
can
think
be
it's
walking down the street with the
Leave me
chancletas and all the
be,
rings.
yo. All I need is a bata, right?
You know?
I hate y'all.
Break out the moo.
Shut
I
up.
can picture that though.
All right, Mental Illness Awareness Week, October 4th through the 10th. So today's the last
Yeah,
day.
look at that.
Look at you.
Yeah, because
Okay.
somebody put a post up that I actually really liked, and it said, for anyone struggling with a mental illness, be kind to yourself because there's nothing harder than battling yourself daily.
Right. Yes.
And I was like, God.
Yeah.
Mm.
Very true. Very true. Well, that works perfectly because my mom also had a mental disorder. She had bipolar disorder, which I learned after she died, which I spoke about on another episode. And she suffered from depression, you know, as part of that. So that all fits in real nice together. I mean, not nice. But
Yeah, well.
it's all it's all related.
It flows. It all
It
flows.
Yeah.
flows. The theme of today, flow.
Look at that.
Hang in there, guys. Hang in there.
What time is it? It's trending topics time.
Whatchamacallit? Oh, I had some trending topics from last week, like 2 weeks ago now. So some of this is kind of old. The first presidential debate was crazy.
The shit
Did
show?
you see it?
No.
You missed that?
You literally did not miss anything. It was just really embarrassing.
I have no interest. I hate both candidates, and I have just no interest in any of it.
A lot of
Do you know that there's a third candidate and we never hear about it?
Who's that?
From the liberal side?
Oh, yeah,
lady.
they never get anything, though. The
I said
liberals get
that's
like 1% of the
fucked up,
vote.
yo.
I think
So
I
fucked
feel like I only saw like no, I think I saw there was a couple of other. No, just one other.
Yeah,
you're
but the
right.
only ones that
On
count
the
are the
ballot.
ones
We
that
voted
have,
already.
yeah, that have over 30% of the voting, and no one. If you're under that, you're like, you don't even count.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We sent in our ballots already.
Yeah,
Don't
long
let
time
Donald
ago.
Trump make you think that there's voter fraud or mail-in ballot frauds.
There've been some states that have been voting for decades like this.
Yeah.
This is not a new thing.
He just wants to put the seeds of doubt in everybody.
Yeah.
He's wildin'. Man, listen. I can't believe I can believe he got COVID because of the way he's been acting. But
What a
he almost
dumbass.
took out the whole White House.
The
All
White
of them
House
are
is a hot
infected.
zone right
Yeah.
now. You know, it's like
Yeah.
everybody in this pretty much
What's
done.
her name? The White House
McEnany?
correspondent. What's her
The
name?
blonde chick?
Yeah, she got it.
Yeah.
Kellyanne Conway got it.
Yeah.
So, like the top officials got it because they had like some event at the Rose Garden and everybody's sitting like
I'm
this on
mad
each
that I
other
hear
with no
all
masks.
this news and I believe zero of all of it. God, yeah, probably not. I don't know how much I believe.
I
any
believe
of
it. I believe it.
Just have a hard time with all of it.
I definitely believe it. But it's getting rough out here. Like they had to shut. I think I talked about this last episode, but they shut down a bunch of areas in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's on
Yeah,
fire.
there's like 10
in
areas
certain
now
areas.
that are closed down.
Yeah, and some areas in Queens too got
Yeah.
shut down. But didn't I turn this? I did. So yeah, It's getting crazy again, and it's gonna get crazy during this fall winter season. So everybody, be careful.
So the other day I was in the house and I went out to dinner with Wesleyan, and I was so cold.
Mm-hmm.
And we were sitting outside, and I was freezing. So I was like, in my head, I was like, this can't be good. This can't. I'm freezing
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for
it was crazy.
a good
last
amount of
week,
time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, am I gonna get sick? I hope I don't get sick.
Mm-hmm.
So the next day, I didn't feel well. Like my throat scratched a little, and I was like, oh God, is this it?
You
I
got
really-
the Rona.
I had a moment.
Yeah.
I said, is this it? And I was in my apartment, and I was so cold.
Uh-huh.
This was actually Friday.
Mhm.
This was Friday. I
Mhm.
worked in a robe and then like sat on the couch with a blanket, and I was like, fuck, is this it? But then I warmed up and took a vitamin C and a zinc, and I was fine. And then my allergy medicine. So I really think it was just allergies.
Yeah.
I don't feel it
This
anymore,
week
but
was kind of
I
bad.
felt
for
that
allergies.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt that way the other
My
day.
allergies
My
have been
throat was
rough
dry and
lately.
scratchy, and I was like,
Yes.
Lord,
Yes. You know,
please.
my
say it ain't
allergies.
so.
Yes. My allergies are mainly the nasal,
Yeah.
but sometimes it is throat. But
Yeah.
you know, it's not normally throat. So
Mhm.
anything
Mhm.
different.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, God, please,
Right? I
Not
get
the
nervous.
Rona.
not it, not it. I need to go to the
Don't
dentist.
take me. Yeah.
I gotta go to the dentist. I can't miss this appointment. Like I was going through it,
Because then you're
but
gonna have
I'm
a half
alright,
tooth,
y'all.
Thank God.
Yo,
Thank God. What'd you say?
Because then she's gonna have a half tooth.
I won't be able to go. Oh God, I don't want to talk about it. It's crazy.
Oh,
Anyway.
man. I was intrigued by a article that was talking about like the different risk levels for like certain activities,
Mm-hmm.
and they had it ranked from like 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest risk and 10 being the highest
What were you
risk.
talking about? To catching it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like to
Mhm.
catching COVID. And they one of the lowest ones was outside gatherings. They put that at like a 3 out of 10. And like an outside gathering with social distancing.
Mm-hmm.
But outside gathering without social distancing was like higher up there, like 5 something. And what was the highest? A bar. A bar was the
'cause
highest.
It's enclosed space.
Yeah, hospital was around the middle, like 6 or something like that.
I
It was
went,
very interesting.
I went to a restaurant, and the guy had on the visor thing,
Mm-hmm.
and no mask. Obviously,
The
he has
face
to
shield?
talk, but he had the face shield. Thank
Mhm.
you. And I was just staring with my mouth open because he's talking, and I see the spit building up on his shield.
Oh.
shield, and I was like, oh my God.
See, that's why you need that mask, yo.
Oh my God.
All that would have been on
He's
you.
a spit talker.
Ah,
And I was just like staring at it like, ew.
that's nasty, yo.
Then when he left, I was like, yeah, I saw that. My parents didn't see it though.
That's probably
That
why
shit
he wore the
looked
face shield, because he probably
crazy.
had like damp masks.
Oh,
after
In my
talking.
head, the whole time, I was like, does he see that shit piling up? Because I see it.
You know he had to wipe that shit
I
off
was
before
really
he walked
bugging,
away.
like,
He's like,
is this like, you have to know this is really happening. Is it
Yeah.
uncontrollable for you,
Yeah.
sir? Like, I was really going through these thoughts in my
it's
head.
like Sylvester
I
the
had a whole
cat.
conversation.
Like,
Facts.
I see it. but
Facts.
how do you not see it?
You know, it ain't rain, homie.
Nasty.
That's nasty. And you know you
Fuck.
got to take it off and see all those spit stains.
Oh man,
That shit was nasty.
And that was at a restaurant?
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes.
And then he's like, "How about
Hopefully
the soup?"
he didn't lift the face shield up and talk over your food. What'd you say?
Then he was like, "How about the soup?"
You. So I read this article about a Colombian woman. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but there was a woman that was found off the coast of Puerto Colombia, and she like apparently was missing for a while. And it turns out that she was in an abusive relationship that she left like 2 years ago.
And she was
And-
chilling over there.
Well, she wasn't chilling. She was in a shelter for a while.
Uh-huh.
And for some reason, because the guy who was abusing her left the area, she got kicked out of the shelter or something like that.
Oh wow.
She couldn't stay there anymore. Something weird. I could be getting this completely wrong. But yeah, so she ended up in the ocean because she was going to kill herself because she just couldn't take it anymore. So she ended up somehow just like staying alive and floating, and somebody rescued her.
Wait, so she walked into the water,
Yeah, and she was going to let the ocean take her.
and instead the ocean just carried her ass somewhere.
Yeah.
And she got found by a dude.
She got found by somebody and got rescued.
Some
I
shit.
now I'm like the guy. I need a face shield.
That's
I'm
some
spitting
shit,
everywhere.
man.
How you?
You gotta be real light to float.
How do you float without effort?
That's what I'm saying.
How you float without effort?
Maybe she fell asleep, and you naturally float.
I guess. But
If you're not dead,
but
you
damn, how
naturally
you gonna
float.
fall
How
asleep
you
in the
fall
middle of the
asleep?
water?
But she was conscious though. I don't think she was asleep. Like I don't know.
that-
I don't know.
that-
I could be
I
getting
need-
this all wrong.
That
but
bitch
it was,
sound like she was doing a backstroke. I'm not hearing none of this shit. This shit sounds suspect as fuck.
She was fucking paddling
This
for
shit
miles
sounds
and shit.
stupid.
She was fucking
She
trying
ain't
to drown.
trying to die. She
Why
was
why
swimming.
the fuck would you do that?
She was swimming.
It's-
how y'all
She
turn
said,
it
I'm going to swim till I can't swim no more. And then see what happens.
who the fuck does that? Let me go walk into this water out here.
This
See
shit
if
don't
I
make no
drown and
sense.
shit.
This was supposed to be an inspirational story. Y'all took it
This
all
was
the
the
way to the left.
stupidest shit we ever heard. Throw the inspiration out the window.
But she's sad now that she has a whole new lease on life. She feels like God gave her a second
Bitch, your
chance.
story sound fraudulent, though.
Mhm, yeah, I think she
I'm
just
not buying this
It
story.
could be
Swam ass
my
out
fault. It could be my fault.
Now
probably
I'm
knew there was
spitting
gonna
on
be
this
some
mic.
dudes, in this fancy ass boat out there somewhere.
The lies.
Oh, I'm
She
dying.
conveniently
Yeah.
floated right by Rich guy's boat.
Let me float over here by this yacht and shit.
Horrible. Man.
Don't get hit by that anchor, yo.
All right, what's okay? So she changed her life after floating on by a life.
I don't know if she changed her life, but she said she feels like she has a new lease on life. Oh God.
I'm done. I'm done.
Oh man, but I'm sure her family's happy to see her again.
Maybe they were like, "Nah, this bitch came back like that cat."
Mm.
I am done.
I was gonna mention something about the George Floyd case, but I don't think I'm going to because it just angers me. Well, I might as well. I brought it up. Officer
Yeah,
Chauvin
same.
was released
was
in
gonna let her
$1 million.
Yeah, he got
I know
bail.
you were. He got out on bail, $1 million.
Yeah,
Who
he
paid
got
that
bail.
bill? Who paid it?
Proud Boys probably.
Who said anyone paid anything?
That's true too.
They
could've
told
just
you
been like,
they
yeah,
paid some.
bail.
See, this is why I don't fuck with
Very
the news.
true.
They
Very
want.
true.
They
Could
always
be,
sway
could
it
be.
to where
You're
the fuck
right,
they
you're right.
want it to be. They let this man out. We
Yeah.
surprised though?
No,
Fuck out of here.
No.
just like the ones that shot that chick, Breonna Taylor, they got off. None of them got charged.
They all gonna get
I'm
off.
over it. In other news you don't care about, Mel.
That's what we should call the segment. News Mel doesn't care about.
We watched the vice presidential debate, and I thought it was great.
Yeah,
I thought it went very
especially
well.
that fly, yo.
Yo, I was so mad.
Those memes are really funny.
What?
It was
What?
hilarious. Somebody actually posted, like, made a Twitter account for what is it? What's his
I
name?
forgot.
McCain? Not
No,
McCain. Oh
McCain.
Lord,
Wow.
I'm mixing out my white guys. I'm sorry.
Pence.
Pence. I'm so sorry, guys. Pence Fly or something like that.
Uh-huh.
They made a Twitter account and they got like 71,000 followers in one night.
People are too bored out here.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was mad. I was like, how they have more followers than we do?
Yeah.
Like, he's a fly. But one of the posts was like, yo, how I just sat there, though. I thought it was so funny.
Yo,
Because
that
he
fly.
was there for 2
Chilled
minutes.
there
Mad
for a
camera
while.
time.
They
He
timed
moved
it.
his
2
head and
minutes.
everything, and that fly was just chilling.
And I saw Kamala saw it. She was looking up at
I
it.
thought it was stuck in his hair at one point. I
I
was like,
know.
yo, this thing is
I
stuck.
was like, no one's gonna say anything because like it's he's got white hair. It was so obvious.
Yeah.
It was funny. I took a video of it, but it didn't come out on Instagram.
Yo,
I
I
was
heard
mad.
that. I heard that when flies land on you, they throw up. Is this real?
They what?
They throw up. I swear to God, I
I
heard
never
that.
heard of that.
I swear I
No,
heard
I
that.
didn't.
that too.
Really?
And you know they eat shit. Like they
Of course,
flying on
yeah.
shit. So he probably like ate some shit, came and threw up on your head. This nasty shit.
Got
to
regurgitated
me-
shit on your hair.
But to
I don't
me,
know how real that is, but I heard it.
I heard that too. I think.
I never heard that. No.
But the thing that was so funny about that moment was what he was saying as soon as the fly went on. Because he was trying to say that, oh my God, it's insulting when people say that there's systemic racism in our country and all this stuff. And as soon as he said all that, the fly landed right on
Sir.
his head.
There's videos of you. You're
Mhm.
a racist guy. Come, sit
Mhm.
down.
Yeah.
Sit that shit down.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay?
ridiculous.
You're part of the whole mass incarceration movement.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck up out of here with this.
Mm.
Oh, I hate everybody.
Yeah.
Oh God, take
Gotta
the
move
wheel.
to Europe, yo.
But I was proud of
It's just
Kamala. I think
raggedy
she did
everywhere,
well.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
It really
You gotta
is.
pick
It
the
really
less-
raggedy
is.
The
everywhere.
least raggedy spot.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if it wasn't cold in Canada the way it is, I would have been at least in Canada.
Yeah, because
They got free
cares
health
about his
care.
people.
They got
over
free
there.
health care.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That shit ain't coming out my check. Sounds
Mhm.
great.
Yeah.
Or it is. It still is, right?
Yeah, the taxes.
Probably.
I'd rather
But
do
it's
that.
not. It's not
But
as
it's still
bad.
not as
Even
bad.
England doesn't have it as bad as we do.
So
Yeah.
my parents will be in Europe. I will be in Canada.
Yeah. I heard it's beautiful over there too.
Eh?
We gotta go there one day, post COVID,
Yeah.
whenever it ends. Yeah. So I thought it was funny because Kamala was like, during the debate, the moderator asked, if a vaccine comes out, would you take it? And she was like, if Trump tells me to take it, I ain't taking it.
Yeah.
But if I trust the medical scientists and if they say that it's okay to take, it's safe to take, then I'll take it. So I thought that was really funny.
So you think it's safe for them to tell you to take something that hasn't been fucking tested? Bitch, sit. I don't want to talk politics stuff anymore, please. I get very agitated.
Yeah.
She gave the masters fucking answer to that shit. Bitch, you know damn well you wouldn't take it. You know there has not been
I don't
any
think
study on
anybody
it.
would.
You would take it?
No.
You gave
No
that
one would.
answer because you're probably gonna have to enforce that shit. Bitch, sit down. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
All right. Oh, yo, we were so angry the other day. Don't you hate it when you're hungry and something goes wrong when you order food and you don't get it? Because we
Yo.
ordered pizza from Papa John's the
Yo.
other day, and on the app they tell you when it's delivered. I get a notification it was delivered. There's no pizza at the front door.
Yeah.
And Babe was standing outside the house too at the time they claimed it was delivered. So I called up Papa John's. I was like, we didn't get our pizza. They're like, oh, we called you guys your house number several times and no one answered. So we canceled the order and sent the pizza back. This was a contactless delivery. Why didn't you leave it at the door? Like, I don't need to talk to you.
Yeah.
I don't need to touch or see you.
Mhm.
It's contactless. Oh, well, for our driver's safety now, we have to call and, we can't just let them do that. And I was like, but I've never had this before. Everybody just leaves it at the door. Like, even if I don't answer the phone, people will leave it at the door and take a picture. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, well, did you get your money back, by the way? Because they
Nah,
claim
ain't
that
come
they
in yet.
refunded it, but they're like, oh, it takes like 3 to 5 business
Nah, it
days.
still
I'm
ain't
like,
come
3
out
to
yet.
5 business days? This dude probably went and ate our pizza.
Hell yeah. And then
Because
the
he
guy
didn't
called.
even see anybody come by.
Nah, and nobody was there, man. I was standing
And
there
they
for
were
like
late.
a good minute.
So mad. I called him back like 5 times. I was like, you sure that I didn't get a notification that you canceled the order. I didn't get anything saying you refunded
Just
it.
that it got delivered, huh?
He just kept copping
So that went
please.
from a delivery to a cancel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you thought you could keep it, then you got
Mhm.
caught out there, mother.
That's wild.
I was so mad.
That's wild.
They're going to keep that money. They're like, oh, we have a lot of fraud. Are you part of that fraud? Give us our money back. Anyway. So, yeah, South Ozone Park, Papa John's, we ain't feeling you.
Nah,
Never ordering from there again. But I probably shouldn't have ordered anyway because I had stuff to make a pizza. And I ended up making the pizza myself.
Oh, shit.
Should have saved my money.
Damn.
That's all I got for trending topics.
Oh, I had the one trending topic. Cardi B makes 8 fucking million on fans only.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. What the fuck is fans only? OnlyFans? Throw your money in the trash. Whatever the fuck that shit's called.
What word?
So apparently, Black China makes the most on it.
That's crazy. Who wants to see Black China?
But how she's putting like bottles in her pussy and shit. I don't know.
there you go.
This is what it's come to, folks.
So apparently, people are paying. I don't know how true this is. My friend told me she read this. They're paying like $25 a month.
Dang.
And I guess however many people subscribe to you, you're getting 25 times. However, a million something people that are following your page.
Yo.
I heard Safari's making money. Erica's
course.
making money. She's probably giving them WAP right on a fucking. What? This
Oh
is
my
like a
God.
porno site
It is.
for celebrities. This is insane.
I heard Amber Rose is on there now and she's doing well. That she's just busting it wide open for everyone. And she just had a kid. It's amazing how much these people are making, man.
Oh shit.
It's like, can I do something non-sexual and make money? Like
no,
how
the
what's her
world
name?
is
Yeah,
run by
they-
sexual shit. Nah,
Yep.
you're done. You're
Yeah.
done.
That's crazy.
Unless you pulling titties out and like smoking a cigarette between your titties,
Yep.
you're not gonna make no money.
That's it.
Mm. People are making more money. Like they're charging more than Netflix. That's
This
crazy.
shit is nuts. Anyway,
It's a wild world we're in. Wild, wild.
But they're
world.
getting it though, which is crazy.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
getting that kind of money
But
though.
the thing that I don't understand is you can see this stuff for free. Why are you paying for it?
Because it's a movie star. You
what
can't
you mean
really
you can
see
see it
those
for free?
porn
you can see porn
websites.
for free. You can see somebody stick a bottle in them.
True.
Yeah, but you can't see a famous person doing it. I'm just saying that's
don't know.
I feel like it's a trending thing.
It is.
And everyone wants to be
You're right.
fucking down.
Yeah.
There's no
Mhm.
fucking leaders. We got a bunch of followers.
yeah.
Everybody just going with the masses.
Preach.
I just have no words
Preach.
for the stupidity.
Yep. Like I said on Twitter, I'm
I
done
mean,
with
but
this
if they
world.
charge like $50 a look, I'm gonna have to figure out something.
Yo,
You could probably just like melt butter and drip
You
it
know
over
what
your
I'm
nipples or
saying?
something.
I'm gonna
Yo,
figure out how to
word.
open a banana with my fucking feet and do that shit.
Oh my God,
you would
On
make so
OnlyFans.
much
I make
money.
money for some
You would
stupid
make
shit
so
like
much
that.
money.
They
I'd
be
be
like,
a
wow,
producer.
she got like monkey toes. Some shit. I like it for some reason. She has a French.
You gotta do it. You gotta do a different nail polish every day.
Yep.
You fucking weirdos. You
Yeah.
fucking weirdos.
But you make money though.
I'm not doing that shit.
There's a lot
Telling
out
you,
there. There's a
charge-
lot
was it
out there.
$45 a view.
No me puedo. Can't
Me
do-
either, man.
Can't do this shit.
All right, that brings us to the topics for this week.
Not
So-
really, but
Yeah, not at all. Not at all, actually. We've been trying to figure out what we were talking about for like the whole beginning of the show. I mean, before the show. What are we talking about? False hope,
what was the second half?
love language. Okay, so we were talking about how some people are in relationships. I'm doing air quotes right now.
Mhm.
And they have this like false sense of hope that it's going to actually be a relationship if it isn't, or just
Or be the relationship that they wanted to be. By force, really.
Mhm.
And at the end of the day, we cannot force anyone to do anything.
Right.
We have to just really start accepting who people are.
right.
So, did you do your love language?
Yes, we wanted to bring love languages into it because we feel like it's important to understand how you need to be loved and to choose someone who is willing to love you the way you need to be loved.
Do you know all the love languages?
Mhm.
Like
Ye-
the different options of it?
I know the names of it, but
That's what I mean. Okay,
Okay,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
so the love languages are words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. So
Mm-hmm.
mine was
What's your order of yours?
order. Oh, I didn't do all that. I just got my main one is words of affirmation.
That's most
Mhm.
important to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And babes was quality time.
Beta.
Stupid ass. What's your second? It's
I
your
don't know.
your top three. You don't know.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
All right.
yeah.
So my.
So what, you gotta do it like 3 times or shit?
No, it tells
came
you the
out.
percentages.
Remember, I was
Oh.
telling you
Oh,
what
yeah,
your
yeah,
second
yeah,
one
yeah.
was. I think words of affirmation.
No, it wasn't
or
words of affirmation. It was that. It was
acts of service. Maybe.
acts of service, and then gifts was very end, like 4. or
Gifts
5
were
or something.
end for me, but you
Yeah.
gotta be careful. So anyway, okay. So my top 3.
Mm-hmm.
I keep this in mind, and I try when I start dating people to ask them what's theirs, because we're not gonna match if it's different.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I find interesting is that I matched perfectly. Someone had the exact same thing, but didn't provide the exact same thing.
That's weird.
Fucking weirdo. Anyway, that's a thing too, people. So
yeah.
anyway, mine is quality time
Mhm.
is most important to me. And then it's physical touch,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's words of affirmation.
Oh, I wish I had remembered mine. Darn it.
So, yeah. So I'm
I
not
think
gonna be
that's a good
good with
show.
someone for acts of service. I'm not gonna be good with that,
Mm-hmm.
or gifts.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
you ain't generous like that, yeah.
Nah. Maybe late. I'm like generous later.
Right,
Take some time to get there. A lot of them don't make it through.
It's just the filtering process.
Oh,
But
I did take a picture, but I don't see the rest
you
of
have
them.
to know, because you know
Oh, that was
quality time really matters to me.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't spend enough time with me, then my mental really, to me, you
I
don't
have it.
care, and that's that.
Yeah.
I can't mentally get around it, because
Yeah.
that's just what is the most important thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I found it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next one was physical touch and acts of service were tied.
That was for you?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and quality time. Then receiving gifts. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, gifts were last on mine
Me
too.
too, yeah.
Gifts were last.
I'm
could buy my
surprised
own
quality
shit.
time was lower. You know.
Well, it might. I'm wondering if it's lower because of you live together, you're married, so it might not be. You might not have answered it the same if you were single.
Right.
You might have
right,
answered
right.
differently.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what everybody else said. So the majority of everybody said quality time. And then words of affirmation and acts of service were tied. Oh no, I'm sorry. Physical touch was the majority. And then quality time.
Yeah, dirty asses.
Yeah. It's that
I'm
COVID
with
life, yeah.
y'all.
It's that
That's
COVID life.
so funny. Then the other question we asked for the poll was, have you ever been on... Hold up, that's not the right one. Was it? Was that it?
Mm.
Have you ever been on separate pages with someone about your relationship? I don't remember that being the question. But it's here. Anyway, so...
I don't know.
I don't remember asking that. Anyway, so 87% said yes.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, yes. Okay, sorry. I completely forgot my thought process when we were going through this. So yeah, have you ever been on separate pages with someone about your relationship, because we were talking about false hope.
Yeah,
And like how some people are like, "Oh no, I'm in this relationship with you." And the other person's like, "Nah, we chilling."
We never
So,
spoke on
yeah.
that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
87% of everyone has gone through that.
Damn.
And
So you just don't ask?
I mean, here's the thing. Some people ask, but don't accept the answer they're given. Because I think that we ask, when I say we, I'm talking about women in general. I think we ask, and then we'll just take whatever their answer is, instead of really seeing if what they're saying is matching up with what they're doing and how they're treating you. Like, they'll be like, you know, I think it's like a red flag when a dude is like, let's just see where it goes.
Let's not put a label on it.
Yeah, or like, I just got out of a relationship.
You could tell me, let's see where it goes. If this is a first date, I'll respect that answer, because I give that answer. I don't know enough information yet.
Yeah.
But when we hit like a couple months and you're still fucking hitting me with that, then nah.
I would accept that as long as they're giving you what they want. If they're saying, look, let's see where it goes with us, but I want you to know that this is what I want. I want a relationship with someone. I'm looking to get married eventually. I'm looking to have kids, whatever. So like, as long as they give you that too, then I don't think, like what you're saying, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Hold on. I had something else I wanted to say about that. But yeah, we got to pay attention to what people are saying when we ask. And then some people don't ask.
I mean, we have to pay a lot of attention to actions, because I feel like my issue is I tend to run into men who they don't want it to end.
Yeah.
So they will I'm sorry, I like burps. They'll like promise everything that I want, you know, I'll fix it. But then there's no action that follows up with what they're saying.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, I have to accept that you're not on the same page as I am. And I feel like, you know, especially in my younger years, I would want to change your mind. And so I would sit there and wait
Yeah.
and give you love
Yeah.
and do all these things to try to get you to change your
Mhm.
mind. But at
I
the
would
end
do
of the
the
day,
same
we
thing.
have to stop doing that. We
Mhm.
cannot change people's minds. We
Mhm.
can't change people's behavior. I mean, I don't want to say we can't change people's behaviors with us, because if someone is with you and love starts to form, they will change for you. They will change their actions with you because there's love now and things grow.
But it can't be a forced
But
thing.
it can be a forced thing, but you also can't turn around and let's say your love language, your number one love language is words of affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've been with this man for a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how he communicates with you. He does not speak love into you. It's not something that he does. Maybe he does other things, but that's not what he does.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot come to this man after 2-3 years of being together and being like, I need you to do this. I need you to,
Yeah.
I can't do that to you because
can't
I
demand.
know you now and this is not you. I
Mhm.
cannot put on you what I want you to do. This is not how it works. You have to accept whatever this person is. Whoever this person is, you have to accept it. Can you get around not hearing
Right.
I love you every fucking 2 minutes,
Right.
or oh my God, you're so beautiful every other day?
Mm-hmm.
Can you? Because if you can't live without that, then you can't be with this person.
Right.
And you have to just accept it and move on and stop trying to create something that is not there.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. And I feel like if you even have to bring that up and say that to someone and constantly have to say it to someone, then it clearly is something that's really important to
It's
you.
a problem.
So let this person go. And it's like, I think a lot of people are afraid or they don't have enough self-esteem because they feel like if they don't have this person, that there's no one else that's going to come around.
A lot of people don't want to be alone. It's not the easiest thing, but it's to me, it eventually is harder to sit in a place of selling yourself. That's how I see it.
You shouldn't have to.
You're constantly going to try to sell yourself to get what you want, and it's not going to come that way.
Yeah, and people don't respond well to demands either.
Oh no, you can't. You have no
It's not gonna
right.
work.
You have no right at the end of the day. Everyone is their own individual. You have no right to demand anything of anyone.
Right. And if there's a certain type of validation that you need, it's not really your partner's responsibility.
Absolutely.
And that's what we asked in the next poll. Do you think it's your partner's responsibility to validate you? And everybody pretty much agreed. 94% said no. 6% said yes. So yeah, no. They don't have to validate you. It's beautiful that they do. Right.
That's who you're dealing with. That's the person you're with. And I think that's a beautiful quality because I love words of affirmation. But it's not, they don't have to do anything for you.
And then also, too, if you're looking for something in your partner, turn around and look at yourself as well. What are you giving to them? A lot of us are in relationships and we're looking for someone to do all these things for them, but they're not giving anything of themselves. They're almost coming from a place of entitlement. Like, I deserve this. You should do this for me. Should I really? What are you doing for me? There's a give and take in these relationships. Be the person that not be the person, but give.
Give what you want to
yourself.
receive. But if you acknowledge that you're giving and you're not receiving,
that's another story.
Pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying? So the person I was seeing, quality time is the most important thing to me. And it was ranked high, like his number one too. But he could not figure out how to put the time in. And I'm only going to repeat myself but so many times. I'm too old for this. And I know better at this point. I don't want to feel like I am begging you to put any effort in. I'm going to acknowledge. I'm going to say, hey, this is a problem for me.
Yeah.
I need you to fix this. And I'm going to give you time to do it. But if you're going to keep showing me your ass, I'm out of here. Like,
no, you're right.
What are we doing? I can't wait for you to change, Because this is who you.
That's like
this is what you. This is what you're bringing. Yes,
that's a basic requirement of being in a
Mm-hmm.
relationship. Spending time.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
People sit in.
How do you get to know somebody if you don't hang out with them?
Yeah.
People sit in these relationships though. Like you know, they'll take
for years.
They'll take the excuse and just take whatever, you know, time or whatever the person gives. Like they.
See, but that's
they choose this person, they want this person, and they accept certain things. But it's, you know, and that's fine if you're fine with that.
I don't think anybody.
But don't bend backwards and you know, fuck yourself over in the end.
Yeah.
For anyone.
Because the honest thing is this: is like you sat there and you took it for X amount of years. Don't turn around now and ask me you want more. You've been accepting this. Deal with it now.
The bar has been set a long time ago.
Yeah, you accepted it. Now you gotta sit with this.
Why are you gonna raise the bar now?
Yeah, and why are you gonna try to change the rules now after like 6 years?
And you know what? All that time that you're sitting there accepting all these things that you have a problem with is time wasted that can be spent inviting the good person, the right person to come into your life who will love you the way that you need to be loved. And you won't have to ask them for it. I've never ever had to ask Babe to love me the right way. He's always loved me the right way. And I think that came with us really getting to know each other, really talking about everything. I think I've told it a million times on this podcast, but you know, go back and listen in the beginning. So it's important. I think a lot of people get scared of having these deep conversations about what they need and want.
It's what you find out, but it's also the fear of that person walking away.
Yeah.
They don't want to lose the person for whatever reason, or they don't want to be alone for whatever reason.
Yeah, I get it.
So they tiptoe.
But at the same time, it's like you're gonna be tiptoeing around some big shit sometimes, and then when you're in there, all of a sudden you want it to change. It's like it's not gonna change now.
Yeah.
You set the stage.
You really, honestly, I think we need to get out of telling ourselves that this is the only option we have. You saw that? What happened? Yes. That this is the only, like, we get into this mentality like this is the end all be all. Like when
I
we
used
find
to have
someone,
that mentality. I had that mentality for years.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, if it ends, I'm not gonna meet anyone else. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that. And I've dealt with that for years. Until I didn't. And then I was like, these motherfuckers everywhere.
But the truth is that there's like I call it a beautiful dance. I think it's a dance with relationships and, like, you know, the decisions that you make within them. And when you meet someone who you think might be the one, but then you discover things that show you that they're not. It's important to listen and pay attention to that and make the effort to leave that person and leave yourself open for the right person to come in, because that's what's going to happen. Every time that you make the right decision, then the right thing is going to happen for you. But the more that you keep making the wrong decision in your relationships and choosing the wrong person and ignoring your intuition and ignoring their actions and seeing that they're not matching up,
these repeated lessons are torture.
But that's what causes repeated lessons.
I know.
Yeah.
I live in them.
But it's like any addiction, you know what I mean? And
I lived in it too. And I still live in it for other things.
Yeah, no.
I live in it for
as
other
soon
things.
as you finish one lesson, there's always another.
Yeah.
But it's insane.
Yeah.
It's
I
painful.
always try to remember, like, you have to be okay with being alone. What does it mean if you get in a horrible relationship, you spend 20 years, and this person dies, and here we are.
Yeah, no, I've never been one
sad and alone. Don't know how to be alone.
Like, it ain't work. Get the fuck out.
You know,
that was really dark, but you know what I'm saying.
My stepmother always
it's like
said
forced
something.
into it.
One of my old friends used to always, like, you know, be sad because she could never find someone. And my stepmother used to always tell her, like, look, you know, take your time. There's no time limit here. You'll be single now, but then when everybody else is divorced, you're gonna find your person and you'll be good. So it's like she kind of put a spin on it. Like, just because you're single now doesn't mean that you'll never find someone. Like, you can find some later. Like, don't just settle for anyone.
There's really nothing wrong with being single.
No,
Get you a fuck buddy
wrong.
and just coast on with your life.
That's it.
Do what you gotta do.
I had a great time when I was single.
Like,
man.
it's not bad.
It's not.
I speak
It's
from experience.
it's only bad if you make it bad, really.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you're human. You're gonna go through
You'll
times
have
of
days-
loneliness.
You'll get
Of
a flat
course.
tire and cry tears of singleness.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And you wake up a new bitch, put your crown back on.
That's
you'll be
it.
all right.
That's
Keep it
right.
moving,
Tilt
yo.
it to the
But
side.
it
and
happens.
Keep it moving.
But it happens.
That's right.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with feeling
Every
that.
20, like 5 days, I get a little sad. It's okay.
It's okay.
That will pass.
But you know what? Even when you're in a relationship, you still get sad about something else. There's always something. There's always something.
Yeah.
You know? That's just life.
There's no such thing as 24/7 happiness.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
There's
just a
no
fact
such
of life.
thing.
But,
You know? And having a great relationship doesn't mean that you're going to be 100% happy either. So, you know,
a motherfucker
it's
will
important
always
to
get on
find your
nerves. It's inevitable. It's inevitable.
Oh,
No.
word?
Nah.
Inevitable.
No, it's really important to find your inner happiness and inner peace. It's very important to find that when you're single and when you're in a relationship. It only betters your life and it betters the lives of people around you. It's infectious, you know?
Yeah.
So I hate when people settle. I get so upset. Like, I hate it. It bothers me.
Yeah.
I mean, I did
Everybody's got to
I
go
did
through
it.
that period. Yeah.
You gotta let everyone go through their
Yeah,
lesson.
yeah.
Of course.
I honestly don't even. I mean, sometimes I do shit and I'm like, oh fuck, I fucked it up. No, I know I did. I see it.
Yeah, but the thing
staring
is,
at
you
it.
actually see
But I'll
it.
acknowledge
Yeah.
it.
Right.
But you know, there's times that you'll look at somebody you're so close to and you'll be like, fuck, why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Mhm.
Why are you doing this?
Like, I see your value. Why don't you see it?
I just feel bad when you ask me for my opinion. Just feel bad. Because, you know, the Sagittarius in me comes out. It's like word about just vomit all over you. What do you feel? Oh, thank God you want my opinion. I won't give it otherwise, though.
Well, that's
I've gotten
good,
really
though.
good at that.
But that's good. Like, we all need friends like you, Mel, that's going to give us the real, you know? Tell it like it is, whether we want to accept it or not. You know, eventually it'll get in. It'll sink in. Maybe. Maybe
Probably
not.
not. But, you
Maybe
know,
not.
whatever. I did my part.
That's
Exactly.
It. You said your
There you
piece.
go. And I think that it has a bad effect on you if you stay in these situations where you know, like, this person ain't for you or they're not giving you what you need.
If they're not giving you what you need, you're not happy.
Yep.
Who the fuck wants to be unhappy with someone?
Exactly.
But people do it all the damn time, though.
I mean, it's sad because it's like, why would you want to spend your time constantly arguing with someone or constantly asking them for something that you need and not get it and be disappointed?
Because we don't want to be alone and we don't want to have to reflect on shit. We don't want to deal with our shit. The hardest thing to do is really deal with your shit.
Yes.
And acknowledge your self-esteem's in the dirt.
Yes.
Acknowledge shit that you've accepted that you shouldn't have accepted. Acknowledge shitty things that you've done that you regret having done. Like, there's nothing harder than that. And people don't want to fucking face it.
But you know what? When you do that, that's when everything shifts.
It is really good to do
But
it. It's really good to do it.
point.
But it's hard to
get to
do.
that point. It is very
It's hard to
It's
do.
very
We
hard.
all step outside our houses and have our mask on. We all have our mask on so much. And there's very minimal people that see you with your mask off.
I see what you did there.
Wow.
I see what you did there.
Hey, both of you. I wish I might eat that shirt on.
But when you find the person that you can take your mask off with, it's all worth it in the end.
Well, work on yourself.
Yeah, because you might.
So
take
you're
that
not
mask and be
as
like, oh.
like don't take off the mask and be fucked up. Like, really work on.
You gotta fix it.
Who you are, so that when your mask comes off, it's not as ugly as the shit that you know it could really be.
Yeah.
It could be fucking ugly.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be fully worked out either.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But you still, anytime you're alone, you want to work on it. When you're with someone, you want to work on it. But
of course,
you know, just really try to be.
Try.
Just try to be. Just try to be.
Just try. We're all a work in progress.
Keep some of them skeletons.
We are all
put
a
away
work
for a
in
little
progress.
bit, you know?
Just try.
Just don't let it out all at once. Bah!
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because you're definitely gonna start to lose faith in relationships. You know, you're not gonna trust your judgment. You're gonna feel like
you gotta take the first.
You're meant to be single. Yeah. So it's not good to stay there. It's not good. Or you get depressed. You know.
Depression gonna hit no matter what. Depression always gonna hit no matter what. I feel like life is just waves of it.
Yeah.
Life is just waves of it. The only thing I can say is, you know, you could feel it. I mean, you know, feel it, but you can't sit. You can't sit in it.
You can't wallow.
You gotta pull out.
I used to cry myself to sleep for several nights. Every night, I was so lonely, and I would ask God, like, just please, please, I can't take this. And then like something shifted. I don't know. Maybe because I kept praying and I was asking God to like show me something. And then I finally realized that I needed to enjoy myself. Huh?
Entonces, prendete una vela.
What does that mean?
Turn on the candle.
Huh?
In Spanish culture, when you want something, you pray. You put on a candle.
Oh, okay.
When I did that, I got a whole bipolar dude. But I feel like they was just, you know, God was doing something else, I guess.
You turned on the wrong candle.
I'm gonna stop asking. I'm gonna just sit and chill. I'm just chilling. I'm not asking for shit no more. I didn't ask you. You played with me. You played with me.
But you know what? I think that's what he does, though. I think that's what he does. Yep. I got like a messed up situation. I mean, nowhere near what you were dealing with, so I don't even want to talk about it. But like, I got a messed up dude after that. After I prayed, and you know. I got 2 of them actually.
Oh shit! I ain't asking no more. I'll find it.
You just gotta wait.
Bring me. Just maybe guide me, but don't bring him to me. I'll find it. You done brought me some shit.
Be specific in your prayers, though.
Yeah. No, I know. I catch myself. Well, I catch myself, and then John's made me blowing me the fuck up. And I'll say some negative shit. She'd be like, see? I'll be like, all right.
There is nothing wrong with being specific in what you ask for.
Yeah, there's nothing bad.
Because I believe...
I had a list.
You had a list?
I had a fucking list.
But the importance of the list is that when you ask for it, that you have to make sure that you're asking for God to help you to be the person who is deserving of a person like that.
I deserve that motherfucker.
You have to. I'm not talking about you.
You ain't better than me.
And there is
you ain't better than me, guy. I'm gonna stop joking.
Go.
Let me stop joking. I'm sorry, y'all. She's trying to preach out here and get this positive word out. I'm over here fucking around.
What is it?
All right, I'm sorry.
Stomping on her flowers.
This motherfucker ain't better than me. All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. It's the wine. I had wine before. Come here. I'm lit right now. I'm sorry. Get on it, girl.
Finish it quick.
Get on it, girl. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Is it safe to talk?
I don't know.
You got this.
I don't know.
You got.
I was
bring it
just
home.
gonna say the same thing I always say anyway. I said it before.
Bring it home.
Y'all heard it before. No, I was just saying, like, it's important to be specific about what you want, but also to ask for help in becoming the person who is deserving of the person that you are asking for. Because a lot of people are looking for someone who is way out of their league, to be honest.
Man.
Yo,
and way out of their league, I mean, not like, oh my God, they're like super, well, could be that too. Could they be super rich? Could be that. But
I know somebody is like, he gotta have 6 figures. He has to have a house. He has to have this.
What is she bringing?
But you're not even in that. What?
You're not even a salaried employee.
No, like you don't live alone. Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah.
But you don't have.
You don't look like a guy that would have a 6-figure salary or nothing like that.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. A dude or a woman who's got their stuff together or who is working on their stuff, because no one's got it perfect. Nobody has it perfect, but like, you know, they know what they want. They're a good person. They're, you know, whatever. They have all these qualities. Why would you think that if you don't have any qualities that they're looking for, that they would be attracted to you or even look in your direction? Right. I've said it before. If Babe had met me like anytime sooner than we met, he wouldn't have liked me. Yeah. I'm not the woman I was, you know, back before I met him. Right. I'm completely different now than I was before. And I know that because of what I was attracting. If you're concerned about like the type of person that you are or what you're putting out there in the world, just look at the people you're attracting. It's very telling. And you have to do this. It's very hard to look at yourself and make that evaluation. It's very hard.
That's also part of the test, though. You could have easily evolved outside of that. That doesn't reflect you. Yes. The issue is that you're still accepting the shit that you're saying you don't want. That's the problem. So it might not be that God dang it. You know, when a bitch looks like throw, the bitch looks like throw. But it might not be that you're attracting shit because you're putting shit out. That might not be it. The problem is that you're attracting shit because you accept shit and you keep accepting shit. Right. So until you stop accepting the shit,
it's not going to change.
It's not going to change.
And once you stop accepting it, you're going to get one more test to make sure that you stopped accepting it.
And it's going to come in the prettiest motherfucker you ever seen. Run, sis. Don't do it.
That happened to me.
It happened to me multiple times. So I'm still testing. The motherfucker get pretty and pretty. I'll be like, time out though. Let me have this one more. Let me just have this one more.
I think I told it on episode 2 that one of my closest friends, brothers, someone who I actually wanted to date, had no interest in me. And I found out it was because he said that all I exude was like sex. Like I was an easy get or something like that. And I was like, what? Because, you know, we don't think that we're doing that. We don't think that we're putting ourselves out there to look a certain type of way or whatever. That's what I was giving off.
I'll be like, whatever, I'm sexy. You gonna get that. You gonna get that vibe because I am.
It's just what it is.
It's just what it is. I just live in.
Take it or leave
I'm sexy.
What can I do?
I mean, I can't stop
me this.
I can't stop the swag.
These dudes just can't handle it.
It's like asking people to stop breathing.
But you know what? It hits different when it comes from someone who you know is a good person and is genuinely giving you feedback about the way that you're coming across, even though you don't want to come across that way. You know? So
I'm not serious enough.
I made some major changes after that. And that's when the extra person came.
You sound like a hater. You a sexy bitch, that's all.
I appreciate
Cortnie
that.
was like the hourglass. Don't be mad at me, sir. You wasn't gonna get it. This is why I don't drink before coming here. This is why. My bad, y'all.
No, but yeah, it's hard. The hardest thing to do, like you said, Mel, is really to look at yourself. But you have to look at yourself. And when you're trying to get into a relationship with someone, you have to see who you really are before you get into a relationship.
And we know. You know how many times I've been like, should I entertain this? I know the answer. Why the fuck would I be asking the question? All right, one more. Let's go.
You know what
else? Maybe
it'll
change tomorrow.
That's one more.
You know what else is another indication? Confusion. If you're confused with the person that you're with, if you're like, I'm not sure what's going on, I don't know, whatever, if he really wants to be with me or not, I'm really confused, that's a sign that that person does not want to be in a relationship. That is a sign.
It could. I want to say yes, probably most of the time. But I think it also depends on your self-esteem. Because you might be confusing yourself. Because maybe you got someone who's good, but you've been through some shit And so you're putting shit on that's not there, and you're creating shit because of your insecurity that you're sitting in.
Right.
So it might not be that, but it could be that. But that's why we have to know ourselves. We got to know ourselves, but we also have clear communication.
Yes.
And really pay attention to action at the end of the day. But have clear communication. Don't be scared to be like, look, what do you want? I don't want to sit in confusion. Yes. It's not the space I want to be in. So what are we doing?
Right.
If they give you a runaround answer, now that's a runaround dude. Run the fuck away. Run away.
Yeah,
run away.
Exactly.
But if he's giving you the answer and you're, because I've noticed, there's some women, and I've done it before too. You might be dealing with someone who is busy, and you've been cheated on. You've had dudes that have ignored you. And so because there's a lag in time, you immediately go negative with your thought. But it might not even be a negative thing. He's busy. And when he responds, he's probably going to say, hey, my bad, I was busy. But because you're so jaded and you haven't worked certain things out, you're like, nah, he was probably with some chick and da-da-da-da. And you can't, you're not accepting the truth. And it's just it's a battle.
You really have to know yourself.
It's a battle.
You have to know the difference between intuition and, I don't know if overreaction would be the right word, or unresolved. Putting your baggage on someone else is pretty much what it is. Yeah. Word.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Don't be the bag lady.
Bag lady.
That song is gems right there. I was waiting for
you to sing.
I can't sing for shit. I was like, get that verse, girl. I can't sing. I'm not gonna play myself like that. I already clowned half this shit already. I'm not doing no more damage to myself. This was a rough one for me.
No, it wasn't. You said a lot of great stuff. Yeah. You always be beating yourself up.
That's one of the episodes, y'all.
Don't beat yourself up. That's gonna be episode 74. Nah, but I mean, look. But that's a good point. Don't beat yourself up. If you're in a relationship and you stayed too long, or you maybe, accepted them and you knew that they weren't the right person, don't beat yourself up. Look, it happened. Move on.
Yeah.
Just get out of it. Move on. We are human beings. We are going to make mistakes all the time. It's going to happen. No matter how well you think you got it together, you don't. You're gonna make a mistake. We're infallible. It's just gonna happen. So just accept it, move on, be happy, and celebrate the fact that you moved on. You know what I mean? Like, celebrate every little thing. You really got to give yourself credit, because if you don't, you're gonna continue to put yourself down. You're gonna continue to lower your self-esteem further than it was. Just give yourself credit. You're not doing bad. You are okay. Most of us have gone. All of us have gone through all of this.
For it and just get out.
Exactly. Just think about what you really want. What do you really want? You deserve it, and you can have it.
We got this one life. Yes. If you are not bringing joy, I will bring it to myself and die happy. I'm not sitting here. I don't want to cry all the time over you.
Yes.
I'm going to lose my beautiful looks and get old one day.
You really gotta
be all miserable because of you.
Right. These people don't deserve your time like that, man. There's so much beauty in life, whether you're single or in a relationship. Like you said, there's nothing wrong with being single.
There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you.
There's nothing wrong. Live your life. Enjoy yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Find joy in every moment. There's a woman who lives behind us that it appears that she's single. I don't ever see anybody there, and she looks like she's living her best life. She has a beautiful home. You know what I'm saying? We see her outside. Yeah, she looks like she's in good shape. And I was saying to Babe yesterday, I was like, I wonder like what her circumstances are. Like, was this her choice? Like, did she just not want to be with anybody? Was she with somebody? Did they die? Did she have kids? I want to know these things. I'm just curious because like I love to hear about people's stories.
She's in this jungle. It's a jungle out here. she's in the jungle with
like
me.
Like a jungle sometimes.
Okay. We're out here falling in traps, climbing out, trying to find the path.
Word.
Tripping on fucking trees, whatever.
And like I said,
branches.
We
God,
all go through it.
I couldn't. The words was just not there.
This doesn't just apply to relationships. We all go through it for different things, you know? I go through it for several other things. So we all here just trying to survive.
This is a church voice.
All right, y'all. Just keep pushing. Value yourself. Yeah. Value yourself. You are worth it. And find someone who will value you as much as you deserve to be valued. Do not accept anything less. That's it. That's all I got to say on that.
I co-sign it. Sound good.
Amen.
Okay.
This wine is good. I'm tipsy.
I'm nice. I'm gonna fuck those cheese balls up that y'all got right
there.
there.
Those cheese balls.
Crack, yo.
So let me wrap this.
Half of that.
Let me wrap this up because I've been waiting. I've been waiting.
Eye level with you. It's like
I've
right
been
here.
If you watch the video
it's
back,
you like,
if y'all watch the video back, you're gonna see that I've been staring straight at it. Like you're gonna see it.
Crack, yo.
Okay.
It's affirmation time.
The affirmation for the week. I will be honest with myself and accept people for who they show themselves to be. I will not settle.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Accept them for who they show themselves to be.
Awesome.
Sorry. Now I'm spitting like the guy at the restaurant. I need a face shield.
I spit like 8 times and I was like, oh my God, thank God I don't have anything.
It had a nice
live right
it.
now.
It just arced.
Damn, I'm going to have to wipe down that table afterwards.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Important news. This Friday is Babe and I's 11-year wedding anniversary.
Yay.
And on Sunday is Inaya, our daughter's 5th birthday.
Yay.
Sucks because of COVID that we can't have a birthday party, but you know. Happy birthday to my baby girl, my little toxic toddler. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you to all our new listeners. Thank you to our existing day oneers. We really appreciate your support. We're seeing the numbers go up and up and up. So I really appreciate really appreciate that you guys really actually listen to us. We got the nicest DM from one of our listeners saying that they listen to us every day, and it was just so touching. We love those messages, man. Like it really means a lot to us.
Yeah, she said she's listening one at a time, but she loves us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, girl.
We appreciate you, boo, and all of our listeners. We really do. Y'all are the reason why we do this, and it's also therapy for us. It feels good. It feels good. So we'll talk to you guys again next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Get out there and vote. We'll talk to you again next time. Bye.
Bye. Pass me them cheese balls, though.
Thank you for listening.
If you are enjoying the Common Woman podcast and would like to support, please like, subscribe, and give us a 5-star rating on iTunes. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you would like to contact the Common Woman podcast, you can email us at thecommonwomanpodcast@gmail.com or reach out to us on social media on Instagram @thecommonwomanpodcast and on Twitter @commonwomanpod. Thank you for your support.